This is a presentation that speaks about the parking in and around campus. This presentation is prepared by David Gross, and this presentation will be addressed to the University of New Mexico Board of Transportation, and it will be addressed to the University of New Mexico Land and Development as well. The demand for parking on and around campus continues to grow as the number of students grows as well. Not only are the students affected by the demand for parking, but those who are employed need a place to park as well. The university needs to address this issue and quit overlooking it. If this continues to grow, the overcrowding will get to a point where the city will not be able to sustain the demand. As the student body grows, the demand grows as well. As well as the student body growing, the faculty will grow as well. The options that need to be looked at is the location, the pricing, and the transportation. Are these prices affordable for the students? Can the availability suit the demand? Here will be a few solutions that are going to be created and will address an awareness. In 2015, 25,816 students enrolled. As well as the students, UNM employs more than 20,000 people statewide. Currently, there is an estimated 14,000 parking spaces available. The demand heavily outweighs the amount of parking spaces available. Those spaces also include those that are already reserved for students and certain faculty. All of these solutions are going to be addressed to not only the university department staff, but the other department that needs to take notice is the city of Albuquerque. They too can have a say in the solutions, and they too can seek what can be done in order to improve this. The improvements and plans will address not only transportation, parking, pricing, but it will address something that is lacking the most, and that is awareness. Both awareness of the slots, awareness of the pricing, and awareness of what could be done, but is not being done. In order to create a parking policy for students, the staff and the visitors must take responsibility for the rules and regulations set by the university. Transportation must be organized and more options must be available to the students. As well as the availability of transportation, the pricing must be brought to the students and must be brought to them what is affordable and what they can seek to buy. The university needs to continue to regulate the amount of visitors that are both on campus and off campus. These visitors heavily weigh out the parking spots that are available to the employees off of campus. The employees seek to park in order to go to their job, but many times the students fill up not only the campus, but around the campus as well, taking these spots from the employees. As more transportation services are brought to the students, each route must be calculated and must see which students take which one more. If there is an availability for new routes for the students, this may appeal to them as well and will make them want to park in the lots and use these services in order to leave their car at home instead of crowding the campus. Here is a list of prices that the students have to buy a parking pass. Many students live on their own, live on campus, or live in apartments around campus. As well as the paying tuition, many students cannot afford to pay this fee. Although not all fees are bad, most of these fees need to be brought down and be ready available for the students, or else they will sit there and many parking passes will come without use. One of the main things that must be attacked in this is the fact of advertisement. Many of the awareness is not brought forth to the students unless it is by word of mouth. The university must seek to do a better job of creating awareness of the spots that are available to the students, so that way they can seek to utilize those spots and the crowding around campus will decrease. The cost and benefits are difficult to create clear-cut numbers. Here below are listed some standard numbers that the state has when it comes to creating standard parking structures and standard parking lots. One thing the university needs to keep in mind is there a lot that really needs to be created, or is there a lot that really needs to be advertised? That is up for the university to decide. Numbers should be calculated. In conclusion, it begins with a policy that must be enforced to those who violate them. The transportation must appeal to the students. If not, who is going to be taking those empty buses to campus? If pricing is more available to the students, lines upon lines will sell out those parking passes and the crowding will decrease. If all of the around solutions are advertised and are in synchronization with each other, then this problem can be addressed, which needs to stop being overlooked, and we can come up with a solution. Here below is a list of other sources that can be looked upon to show more and more numbers. Here they list visitor parking rates, they list the standard parking rates, and they list simple numbers and statistics for you to look at as well. Thank you, and I hope you pay and keep in mind this presentation as well as the solutions.